This guy just rounding off, 600 calories on the bike, 2 pounds in a kilogram. He doesn't even know his conversions. If you're looking for quality information on how to lose weight and keep it off, you're watching my YouTube channel, perhaps you're buying my book. You're not watching KURZGESAGT in a nutshell.
KURZGESAGT.
KURZGESAGT in a nutshell. Coach Greg, in today's video, we got this channel, 22 million followers, and all they're doing is trying to convince people that you shouldn't really exercise. It's called, in a nutshell, KURZGESAGT. Literally, that's the name of the channel. It says, we need to rethink exercise, the workout paradox. And so I've already watched a video, and all it's going to do is convince more people not to bother exercising. And so, of course, I'm going to react to it. It has over 2 million views in one day. And so millions of people are going to be brainwashed into thinking, what's the point of exercising? It doesn't help us to lose weight. And so some of the comments, my body is a machine that turns Steam purchases into unplayed games. I cannot describe how much I needed to hear this. I always tried to lose fat by exercising more instead of just cutting back on food consumption. As if you can't lose weight by exercising more. KURZGESAGT. Exercise doesn't make you lose weight, but is essential to your everyone. Speak no more. Cancels gym membership. And so if you watch this video, the vibe you're going to get is, what is the point of exercising? And so I'm going to watch this video, correct all the host of errors this guy made, as if this guy is a fitness YouTuber. How does he have the audacity to think that he can explain how to lose weight better than Coach Greg?
An hour of walking burns about 260 calories. Moderate swimming, 430. Biking, 600.
And so first things first, just because you're sitting on a bike and pedaling doesn't mean you're burning 600 calories. Almost no one, unless you're a cardio addict, is burning 600 calories on a bike. People are going to watch this video and think, 240 calories if I go for a walk. 600 if I go for a bike. They're going to go for the bike and probably burn 240 calories. Biking only burns 600 calories if you're able to put out 166.7 watts in an hour. Pardon me for rounding off. 167 watts. And what percentage of people do you think can do that? Maybe 5 or 10%. Almost no one's burning 600 calories on a bike. When I ride for an hour, my average calorie burn about 800. I'm a 185-pound bodybuilder who's been training for 5 years. You really think the average person just out cycling, burning 600 calories? Of course not. So you can't just watch this guy and assume he knows what he's talking about. Oh, calories on a bike, 600. It ranges from almost nothing to 1,500.
1 kilogram or 2 pounds of fat.
1 kilogram or 2 pounds. Perhaps this is where Larry Wheels learned his conversion. There are 2.2046 pounds in a kilogram. Sorry again, I'm rounding off. 2 pounds is 908 grams. There are 454 grams in a pound. This is not even close to accurate. What's next? There's 2 centimeters in an inch. There's 2.54 centimeters in an inch. And so right off the back, this guy just rounding off, 600 calories on the bike, 2 pounds in a kilogram. He doesn't even know his conversions. You can't believe this guy. If you're looking for quality information on how to lose weight and keep it off, you're watching my YouTube channel, perhaps you're buying my book. You're not watching KURZGESAGT in a nutshell.
KURZGESAGT.
KURZGESAGT in a nutshell.
Seems simple. To lose weight, you have to burn more than you eat, so fat is turned back into energy.
It's because it is. If you're in a calorie deficit, you're going to lose weight. And if you're in a calorie surplus, you're going to gain weight. The math, the logic, it is very simple. The problem is your hunger hormone, namely ghrelin, is going to make you want to eat more. If you can control that, you would eat less. And so it is in fact easy to lose weight, but the problem is, who wants to be hungry?
We also get told early on that exercising is healthy somehow, so working out should kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Unfortunately, this doesn't exactly work out.
And so what he said right here is that working out, exercising, burning off a bunch of calories, it doesn't work out. It's pointless, useless. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't result in actually losing weight. I'm telling you that it does. He's going to try to quote off some science experiment that isn't very accurate and say, well, here's the proof. It's not proof. Proof's jack
It's one of these frustrating experiences where you do what you think's right, only to not see the results you deserve.
You're not doing it right. If you do more cardio and you go to the gym with those calorie estimators that are going to be off and you're hanging on for dear life, and it says you burn 1,000 calories in the stepper, and then you get out and you go eat fast food, you eat a burger and fries, eat 1,500 calories, of course you're not going to lose weight. But if you're exercising, burning off calories, and not eating like a book, you're going to lose weight.
In reality, exercising is a bad way to burn fat.
Exercising is a bad way to burn fat. Bad. As in not good. Negative. Last I checked, bad has negative connotations. It's a bad way to lose weight. And so imagine your coach says, you know what? You're not losing weight. How about we add in an hour of cardio every day? That's a bad way to lose weight. Really? How's it working for me? I'm eating 3,500 calories a day or more, and do I look fat to you? And why do you think that is? Let me think. Could it be the bike races? Could it be the fact that I go to the gym and lift weights and build muscle and it boosts my metabolism? But exercising, it's a bad way to lose weight.
And until recently, we fundamentally misunderstood what moving around a lot does to our bodies. The myth of the workout.
The myth of the workout? We don't understand what exercising does to our bodies. It burns calories. And if you're in a calorie deficit, you lose weight.
The Hadza people in Tanzania walk an average of 9 kilometers a day. The Hadza burn the same amount of calories per day as a typical person in an industrialized country.
Did you notice that they failed to mention that those people in those tribes are not morbidly obese? I mean, is that not fundamentally important? Those office workers who are sitting around all day burning the same amount of calories as those who are going for walks, hunter-gatherers, and so on. The hunter-gatherers, they're in shape. They're fit. They're walking all the time. They don't have excess body fats. When's the last time you saw a hunter-gatherer tribe with people who are rubbing their belly saying, oh, I love my big belly, who are morbidly obese, laying on the couch with larger stomachs than last time? When did you see that? Versus people who work at home from an office. But, oh, they burn the same amount of calories. Yeah, you know that every pound of fat burns an extra 2 calories? And so if you're overweight, you're clearly going to burn off more calories.
Around 1,900 for women and around 2,600 for men, which doesn't make sense at all.
No, it doesn't make sense because later in the video, you're going to say that these hunter-gatherer tribes, they on average burn off 3,500 to 5,000 calories. In the hunter-gathering, you're saying they burn off 2,600 calories. How do you think they track that? Did you text them, these hunter-gatherer tribes, say, how many calories did you eat today? How do you know how many calories they ate? Hunter-gatherer tribes. And so where do you think they came up with data? The average female in a hunter-gatherer tribe, usually the women are staying at home and they're taking care of the children. They're perhaps gathering food from vegetable sources and so on. While the men more often are out hunting, walking greater distances and so on, and are burning about 2,600 calories. Who calculated that? Did you put on a pedometer? Did you give them an Apple Watch, a Fitbit, some kind of a tracker, and it calculated how many calories they burn off in a day? You really think that something like that is accurate? They're hunter-gatherers in different tribes. There's no way they calculated how many calories they're actually burning. It would be impossible.
It's also not their genes, since it's the same for other hunter-gatherer tribes. So the confused scientists looked at similar measurements in individual countries.
Notice how these confused scientists didn't message Coach Greg. This is so simple to me. It's so logical. How can these geniuses, these scientists, not understand the basics? It's so simple.
Active people who work out regularly do burn more than inactive people, but only very little, often as low as 100 calories.
And so people who work out oftentimes only burn off about 100 calories more than people who don't work out. Raise your hand if you're watching this if you eat close to the amount of Coach Greg. Not many hands out there. Not many hands. And why do you think that is? Why do you think that it's only 100 calories more? Because most people who work out are working out for 15 minutes. How many minutes of cardio a week do I preach? 150 minutes a week. That's not even 22 minutes of cardio a day. What kind of working out do you think most people are doing? They're going for steps. The average person is not even walking 8,000 steps a day. The average person is severely inactive. And so in comparison, people are going for these workouts. How hard are they working out? Well, I'll tell you, if you're going to the gym and lifting weights for an hour, you're probably resting between sets, probably 2 minutes. You're probably doing this for the majority of the time, and you're doing some bicep curls. Then you're texting on your phone, looking around, checking out the scenery, let's call it, in the gym. Then you're doing a set like that. How many calories do you think you're burning in an hour? Let's say it's 300. 300, probably less. It's not a lot of calories. But what if you're racing bikes? Oftentimes burning 1,000 calories. Do you really think I'm only burning up about 100 calories more than the average person? I could probably lay in my bed all day, do nothing, and burn more than 100 calories than the average person. Muscle on average burns off 8 calories per pound, and if you use that muscle to perform exercise, cardio, for example, when I go lift weights, I'm lifting double the weights of most people, I'm burning double the calories. And when I'm racing bikes, I'm probably riding my bike twice as fast as the average person, and therefore burning twice the calories.
First of all, when you begin to work out regularly, maybe going for a run in the morning, your body may subconsciously make you move less when you don't pay attention.
And so what they're describing is the compensatory effect. The average person, for example, you start doing cardio, you go and burn off 500 calories in an hour. Your body's then going to try to conserve energy. You're more tired, you're going to want to sit down more, you're going to want to relax more. And so you burn fewer calories after this because you're conserving energy. And on average, it's by approximately 50%. So if you burn off 500 calories through cardio, you're probably going to conserve 250 calories by moving around less. Instead of going for that walk or cleaning the house, you're thinking, I'm just too tired. I'm just going to watch TV. But the net result, it's still net positive. You're still going to be in a calorie deficit.
If you do actually change your life after sitting around for years and suddenly start working out without eating more, this is a shock to your system. You actually do burn more calories.
He's saying if you start exercising, sure, it works a little bit. It's a shock to your system. Maybe you lose a few pounds, a couple kilograms, but that's it. This is bullshit. And so if you're watching this video, what he's doing is giving you excuses. You're thinking, yeah, what's the point? If I start exercising, it's in my genes. It's in my DNA. I might lose 5 pounds, and then that's it. My body compensates, and it shuts down. Why even bother to work out? I'll tell you why. You become a better butter burner. Colbert Bailey said it best. I read this book in high school. This is how long I've cared about being fit, about helping people to lose weight. When you start exercising, you get better at it. You become more efficient. And that doesn't mean you burn fewer calories. It means you burn more of them. Instead of, for example, going for a walk and burning 240 calories an hour, you're now going for a run. You're burning perhaps 700 calories in an hour. And why? Because you're more fit. At first, you walk for an hour and you're perhaps tired. Eventually, you keep going, you go a little bit faster, a little bit further. Before you know it, you're jogging for the entire hour, burning 700 calories, perhaps 3 times more than when you started. And so by continuing to exercise year-round, which is what I preach, you become a better butter burner. You burn more calories than last time, allows you to eat more and stay leaner for life.
Your body adapts and burns fewer and fewer extra calories each day until it restores its original calorie budget.
And so do you really think that my body has now adapted? I burn off 1,000 calories on the bike and my body conserves 1,000 calories. Somehow, it just burns off 1,000 calories less. What do you think? My brain stops thinking? My heart stops beating? My metabolism, it just somehow turns off? Did I just sleep the rest of the day? No, it doesn't do that at all. The more fit you get, the easier it becomes. I can now race for an hour, do an hour of cardio, and the next day I can do it again. When I first started, an hour bike, wow, that was a hard workout. My muscles are sore, but guess what? I'm now used to it. I can ride my bike hard every single day, no problem. My body can handle it. Why? Because it adapted, the exact opposite of what this video has been saying.
Your body is fine-tuned to a certain base level of activity. If this activity is missing, it still uses almost the identical amount of energy just on stupid stuff.
Bullshit. Do you know what this studies and research involves? Doing minimal amounts of cardio, minimal amounts of exercise, perhaps 300 calories. But if you exercise more, 500, 600, 1,000 calories, the research is going to say you are going to lose weight. And what they're doing here is they're minimizing the benefits of very minor changes. Oh, perhaps it's only 100 calories different. They said this in the video, 100 calories. If you're in a 100 calorie surplus per day, do you know how much weight you're going to gain over the course of weeks, months, and or years? I'll tell you how much. In 1 month, that's almost 1 pound of body fat, and in a year, 10 pounds. If you're in a measly 100 calorie surplus per day for 10 years, you're going to be 100 pounds overweight. 100 pounds! But exercise isn't worth it because the difference is only about 100 calories. 100 calories a day in your diet, it may not sound like much, it might sound trivial to you, but it's literally the difference between morbid obesity and being lean. 100 calories over the long haul is a lot. It's just like when you put on muscle. If you put on only, for example, 10 grams of protein a day, little bit, doesn't look like much. In a week or even in a month, you might not even notice it. But 10 grams of muscle over the course of a year, it's 3.6 kilograms of muscle. That's over 8 pounds. 10 grams of muscle a day. In a year, it's 8 pounds. That's a lot. It's a shit ton of muscle. And so, although it's very minor, it's very small, you only need a slight calorie surplus, perhaps 30 calories a day, to build all that muscle over the course of a year. But small changes can make huge differences over time. And so don't let this video convince you that exercise ain't it.
Movement is not really made to burn your fat, though.
And so clearly he's saying, look, exercise is healthy, it helps your heart and stress and so on. He's saying it just doesn't help you to lose weight. The truth is, exercise without question helps you to lose weight. It does everything, whether it's to manage stress, to improve your mental health, to help you live a longer life. It does all of that. But it also helps you to lose weight.
This means the obesity epidemic of the modern world is not primarily caused by laziness, but by overeating.
And so he summarizes the video by saying, look, the obesity epidemic has more to do with not the fact that you're not moving enough, but more to the fact that you're eating too many calories. Pick your poison. Which is it? Not doing enough exercise or eating too much food? In general, it's a little bit of both. Most people are not exercising enough and most people are eating too many calories. And so you combine both of those, and what do you think the result is? Well, aside from type 2 diabetes, morbid obesity, and everyone saying healthy at every size, and if you make a video about saying people you should lose weight, you should exercise, well, aside from that, the problem is obesity. What do you think it is?
5 hours of human hunter-gatherer foraging yields between 3,000 and 5,000 calories.
And so notice how he says these hunter-gatherers are burning off 3,000 to 5,000 calories a day. He's literally saying this in his video. But at the start of the video, how many calories did he say the average hunter-gatherer was burning? 1,900 for women and I believe 2,600 for men. Which is it? 3,000 to 5,000 calories or 1,900 to 2,600 calories. And so clearly, if you're out there burning off 3,000 to 5,000 calories a day through a combination of exercise, your job, running, walking, doing whatever, you're going to have a very easy time to lose weight. But most people, they sit at their desk all day and they think that they exercise harder than last time because they did a few bicep curls and shoulder presses in the gym. That is not enough to offset that 16-inch pizza and that case of beers you drank on Friday night. And so quit trying to make excuses. Quit looking for excuses. It's your fault. Yeah, I know. I tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. You wanted to hear that it's not your fault, that you can blame your ancestors, your genetics, and so on. It's your fault. You don't move enough. You eat too many calories. And if you want to lose the weight, you can. You can go for walks. You can go for runs. You can do more cardio than last time. You can put the fork down. You can, in fact, purchase my freaking cookbook. It's the cheat code 3.1. Delicious, low-calorie recipes for the big eater. You want to avoid being hungry all the time? Get my cookbook, read my Circle Diet book. It's much easier than you would have ever imagined. Now, you can watch this stupid video and think, oh yeah, I have no chance. What's the point of exercising? Or you can do something about it. You can be proactive. You can, in fact, do it. Click the link in the description. And if you want better results than ever before, you can get Turk Builder, Ecti Builder. I got fat burners, creatine, protein, Seco bars. The list goes on and on. So many supplements. You would not believe how amazing these supplements are, how much of a difference it can make. Please put in the work. Put the fork down. Minimum 150 minutes of cardio a week. Code Greg, 15% off.
So to conclude, you'll probably not lose nearly as much fat by working out as you hoped, but you will do something more important. Give your body balance.
And so he's saying, look, if you start exercising, you're probably not going to lose nearly as much weight as you wanted, but it is in fact healthy to exercise. The truth is, it's a combination of both. Exercising is both good for you, it's going to help you to lose weight, and that in combination with a healthy diet, that is the surefire way to live a long and healthy life. Interested in the free diet and training program? Remember, it's free. Click the link in the description, get to my website, join the 300,000 plus newsletter subscribers. And so I urge you, try and do more exercise than last time. I know many of you don't like that, and it pains me to hear these things. You should love doing cardio, love doing exercise. It should be fun. It's like going to the movies. It's like hanging out with your friends. Being physically active should be an enjoyment, what you get to do at the end of the day. Stop watching bullshit videos explaining how exercise doesn't help you to lose weight, and put on your thinking caps and use common sense. Does it actually make sense that doing cardio isn't going to help you to lose weight? That even if it's only a 100 calorie deficit a day, you realize that's 10 pounds per year? 100 pounds in 10 years. Weight gain is a slow, gradual process that takes place for years. Oftentimes, people look their best when they were teenagers. And then slowly over time, they say, hey, life got in the way, family, kids, relationship problems, work. I just slowly gain weight. It's a pound here or there, and it takes place over the course of months and or years. It's on you. You are to blame. Stop trying to feed your own ego and realize that you are the reason you're overweight. You decided to eat that extra bite. You decided to not do cardio. You were the one who never went to the gym. Let me know in the comment section, do you believe this video or do you believe Coach Greg? Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the algorithm. Please like the video if you in fact liked it. Watch one of those 2 bloops, and of course the cookbooks, the training books, the coaching plans by me and my team, even the Harder Than Last Time clothing line. We have tons of clothes on the website. Get over there right now. Code Greg 15% off. And until next time, I am out.